With 48 conference championships, the Oklahoma State Cowboys wrestling program has won more conference championships than any other Big 12 school combined. You'll see the banners hanging from the ceiling of Gallagher-Iba Arena, right next to the lights. But in 1978, the championship didn't come easy.
It was a wrestle-off between Iowa State and Oklahoma State for the title. We weren't favored. It was going to be very difficult for us to pull off the upsets we needed to pull off.
One of those upsets included the defending national champion from Iowa State, Frank Santana. It was up to Darryl Montesmith to keep the title away from the Iowa State Cyclones. Santana had already beaten Montesmith once that year, and Santana was ranked #1 in the nation. The spread should have been difficult for Montesmith to beat.
But it wasn't that night. Montesmith wrestled the match of his life. He took the great wrestler from Iowa State, Frank Santana, down. And all of a sudden, the crowd was into it.
Montesmith took the lead with a takedown on the line. With a 7-4 lead going into the final seconds, Montesmith defended one final shot to help his team win the 1978 Big 8 championships. But the most interesting part that happened that night wasn't what happened under the lights. It's what happened to them when the roar of the crowd knocked out the lights of Gallagher-Iba. When most people think of breaking a light bulb, they think of using force, such as a bulb crashing into the ground. But that's not what happened in Gallagher-Iba. The glass of the bulbs have a natural frequency of vibrations, or resonance frequency. Once the crowd created a dominant frequency, the bulb began to oscillate or swing back and forth.
The structure keeps oscillating with larger and larger displacements until finally the structure is getting strained so much, stretched so much.
And it's not about how loud the crowd was that night. It mattered how long the crowd maintained the bulb's dominant frequency.
Like a kid on a swing, you're pushing at those peaks so that you keep adding more force. And it can actually accumulate because it's not dissipating the previous push, that it can't take it and it fractures.
The crowd at Gallagher-Iba Arena can be tough on anything in it, whether it's a defending national champion or the lights above it. With O State TV, I'm Kydell Billy.